don't scroll, okay? This is on your For You page, which means this message is for you. But also only take what resonates and leave what doesn't. So first we're gonna shuffle. This is the King of Clubs. This means that you are a king, or this means that you're going to be having a new person coming inside of your life that is going to have a strong masculine energy. Now let's see. Oh, the Three of Spades. So this means that he's actually probably cheating on you with 3 different women. So, you know, there's all types of situations in relationships. And next we have the Six of Hearts. This means that in 6 days, he's going to confess his love to you. Next, we have the Five of Diamonds. This means this is a twin flame connection, which means this is a cosmic relationship that you're supposed to be in, and you have no choice but to be with this person because they are your twin flame. Either way, I really hope you enjoyed this reading. It is, you know, like I said, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Your ex might be coming back as well. You might be running into a lot of money. And if you obviously want more clarity, make sure to message me on email or message me on TikTok for a private reading that runs for $75 per minute. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hi, my name is Zhariya Smith, and I typically make commentary videos just like this one, and today's candle is Cinnamon Spiced Vanilla in Paris Cafe. Okay, so either way, I'm sure if you clicked on this video, you probably are in the same boat that I am, and that I am being bombarded by random tarot readings on my For You page.
Pick somebody else. Pick somebody else. I'm not addressing this crowd right now. Please pick somebody else. I'm at a 10.
As much as I hit not interested and block certain creators, it appears to always just pop up on my For You page, and there's really nothing that I can do. Now, in the past, I have made a video about the rise of horoscopes, astrology, and spirituality about a year or so ago. About a couple months ago, I also made a video about those TikTok spiritual audios where if you listen to it then your life is going to go great, but then magically it doesn't. And this is kind of, I guess, part 3 to this series that I didn't even know was going to be a series, probably the final part as well. But I'm going to be talking about the toxic world of TikTok tarot readings, and I know that alliteration is going to be horrible for a girl with a lisp like me, but either way, let's just get into today's video. So firstly, I just want to talk about what tarot is, because if you're, I don't know, my grandmother watching this right now, you probably have no idea what I'm talking about, and that's fine. It's okay. Now, I will say I do not claim to be a person who is of the occult. I have no idea what, you know, the deep intricacies of tarot, because I really don't care. I don't really have a want to learn about tarot cards, learn about how to do tarot readings. I don't really care about that. Like, I'm not a person that's gonna hate on you for all of that stuff, but it's not something that I particularly want to put energy into learning and putting my faith into on every given day. But tarot cards originally were just playing cards, kind of like what I showed in the intro, me with the bicycle cards. Like, it used to just be a game that was played in like whatever century, like the 12th century, I think it was. I probably should double check. Okay, mid 15th century. That's kind of basically the same thing. Not really. Mid 15th century, I guess, is what it is. But tarot cards were used just as regular playing games, playing cards as though you were playing any card game with any random person. There are different iterations of tarot cards, specifically in Italy and in Spain, but again, it is literally everywhere, and it only became a symbol of the occult, or using it to predict futures and predict, you know, situations and all of that stuff, until around 1789, which is like a long time ago, but still like not as long when you consider the fact that tarot cards have existed for centuries, you know. But it's interesting, and the tarot, at least from my understanding, my very, very brief understanding, is that the tarot deck is supposed to symbolize the Fool's journey. You start off with the Fool, and then you end with the World, and all of the major arcana, I think it is essentially what he goes through, such as the High Priestess, the Moon, I don't know all the decks. I really should have like done a little bit of more research on this, but it doesn't matter. The point is that by pulling the cards and seeing whatever cards you pull. For instance, if you were to pull like the Seven of Swords, if you look at the picture of the Seven of Swords, it looks a little bit bad. Like, it looks like you're struggling, you know, or a Ten of Swords, you know, this like you're going through struggle, you know. But then you see cups like the Four of Cups or the Ten of Pentacles. They all have different meanings. All the numbers mean different things, but essentially it is just using those cards and those symbols in order to interpret what is going on in the person's past, present, future, or clarity on any sort of situation that they're going through in that specific moment.
Hi, let's have a conversation about how there are tarot readers on this app who will use more abstract decks to lie and manipulate their viewers. Now, I am all about using less traditional decks too, but here's where it starts to get real dishonest. So what some of these readers will do is they'll take like the Ten of Wands, for instance, and they'll use a deck that like you really can't tell much of what that means. Like, you have to know the meaning. And they'll go, oh my gosh, look at the Ten of Wands. You're doing great. You're at peace, like no stress or anything. Let's take a look at what the Ten of Wands actually looks like. I'm sorry, does she look like she's having a good time? No, she looks real stressed out to me. Or they'll take the Seven of Cups in this deck and go, oh, it means that you're just having a really hard time right now. And then a week later, take the Seven of Cups from a very different looking deck and go, you're about to have a great new romantic connection. Like, what are you talking about?
So how does this go into tarot readers on TikTok? Again, I don't hate somebody's hustle. There's literally a spiritual advisor like down the street from me that does tarot readings, and I've seen so many of them, and I have no hate for them. However, TikTok has a funny little interesting thing where they like to promote tarot readings on people's For You pages.
I have a message for you. Button. Okay, I'm getting earth sign, fire sign, water sign, air sign energy. Does that resonate with you? I'm getting a strong sense of like forgiveness, right? And it's like whatever people say about you, don't listen. I think it was in the words of Zhariya Truth. She said, set it and forget it. The cards are going wild today. Good things to come. So what the cards are telling me is that someone from your past is thinking about you, and maybe they didn't tell you the truth. Now, remember what I said Zhariya Truth before? It's all going to circle back. Zhariya Truth spoke truth. This person has brown hair, blue eyes, has committed a felony, passionate about arithmetic.
And the interesting thing about it is I see so many TikToks of a person saying like, oh wow, like this resonates so hard. This is exactly what I'm going through. And it's like, you do understand that TikTok does know you. Like, TikTok as an entity knows that, for instance, I am a Black 21-year-old living in Florida, specifically Jacksonville, Florida. You know, TikTok knows that I have a dog and I have 2 cats. You know, TikTok knows that my parents got divorced. TikTok knows every single minute detail because of what information I've given them and what they can just deduce from posts that I've liked and whatever. So, for instance, if you've liked a bunch of posts about your ex being horrible, right? The TikTok algorithm is going to see you're liking posts like that, and then they're going to show you a tarot reading, whether or not it's posted that day or posted 6 months ago, that resonates with that story that you have given TikTok, or that narrative that you've given them, for them to be able to predict that that's what you agree with.
Leave me alone at this point. I'm minding my business. I don't do anything. I don't say anything. Leave me alone.
And then here you see all these people on TikTok getting these readings that have, you know, 1 million views, but somehow it fits you perfectly. It's because TikTok knows you. The algorithm knows what you're going through. It's simple as that, you know? But either way, so part of the reason why I wanted to make this video was because I am extremely single. I don't know if you could tell from my demeanor. I'm always home. The one time I left my house, I got in a car accident. So, you know, I don't particularly go outside that much. I don't have many friends, and I definitely don't have a relationship, right? So I keep on seeing these TikToks of tarot readers, and they are saying like, I'm dating somebody right now, that my current partner is doing blah, blah, blah. They'll say my ex is coming back. They'll say I'm currently with my twin flame, but again, I'm single, you know. It'll say like, oh, you're going to get a promotion soon, and they don't get a promotion. It'll say that I'm going to be getting more money, but I don't get any more money.
These tarot card readings on my For You page have to stop getting my hopes up, you know? They'll be like, July 10th will be the best day of your life. Like, no, I didn't fucking do anything on July 10th. Or they'll say, December 7th, something good will happen. Like, bitch, I got in a car crash. Nothing good happened that day. Or my favorite one, He will ask you out next month. Like, no, he won't. No, he didn't. I waited all 31 days. No, he didn't.
I've seen those posts where it's like, you're going to get $3,000 by the end of this month, and I don't, you know, and it's not that I'm expecting it to. They say a lot of times that, like, if you don't believe that you're going to get it, you're not going to get it. But also I think that, you know, some stuff is just hard work, you know, not to sound like one of those pull yourself up by your bootstraps. But again, you're not going to get a random $3,000, you know. One of those posts I saw was like, oh, you're going to get a large sum of money. I got a large sum of money because I got in a car accident, and I got the rest. I got what my car was worth because I had a car, and that's why I got extra money. But it wasn't a surprise. It was like, I knew it was going to happen because my car got totaled, you know. It's just one of those weird things. I don't know. But either way, a lot of reasons as to why I'm making this video, because one, I personally am getting tired of seeing all these posts, and I feel like whenever I talk about TikTok trends or TikTok things, it doesn't pop up on my For You page as much anymore, and I'm hoping the same thing happens here, because I am all for good and fun. I love a good moment, but also a lot of these TikTok readings give a lot of people false hope, and in one case actually ended a person's relationship. And I don't use Reddit like at all. I don't even have a login for Reddit, but as I was looking at like articles and stuff like that for this video, I did see a Reddit post of a person talking about how their relationship ended because of a TikTok tarot reading. So I'm going to read it to you guys, and you're going to tell me. I feel like one of those podcasts where they're like reading off Reddit stories. Okay. This says, greetings all. I wanted to write this to begin the discussion and see if you had any similar experiences with TikTok. So long story short, my partner of over 4 years, 19 female, has been on her spiritual journey for about 2 years. I believe in that time she has taken a huge interest in tarot that she shared with me. She has familiarized herself with her deck enough that she now has become a reader recently for 2 months. During this, she began doing readings on TikTok and watching them as well. While I completely support her on her journey as a reader and always have, it is becoming undeniable that the readings she watches are shaping her perception of the world and the things that happen between us. For context, she has struggled with tarot TikTok previously and has been open about how toxic it can be. But each time as time passes, she eventually downloads the app if nothing has happened. The most recent time has been the worst. She believes the readers she follows and come up on her For You page are spiritually aligned with her, making her trusting them more than she previously did on the app. We have talked about the TikTok algorithm and how it works and how it seems to be something that she's choosing to do in spite of her prior knowledge. She's begun using the readings as evidence, and I am out to get her, and that I am her karmic. It has completely transformed how she views our relationship and me altogether. I have tried to reassure her as best as I can, but it reached an absolute breaking point for her today. Today, she was watching a live reading on TikTok by Karma Bites. I don't know who that is. And prior was in a good mood. She continued the reading. The reader mentioned someone is trying to get you, and the person you believe your twin flame is not, and things of that nature that would make someone understandably question things if you really trusted the reader and the source, TikTok. The reading completely derailed her mood, and shortly after, she turned it off. She began questioning me in regards to it. She asked me whether or not I was a false twin, to which I said no, and began reassuring her that which I thought was the best thing to do. It was clear that this reassurance did not hold much weight over the overwhelmingly dark reading she was watching. She then used the reading to move into all the things I've ever done to hurt her, and that the reader just mentioned, if someone shows you who they are, you should believe them. The conversation spiraled downhill from where the multiple mentions can you tell that I have struggle reading? From there with multiple mentions of the reader, and she has just said, eventually we take some time to ourselves, and she lets me know that she doesn't want to take care of my ego anymore, and that I should just be myself, essentially breaking up with me. The TikTok reading changed his girlfriend's perspective of their entire relationship. And obviously, if you're in a happy relationship and you see a TikTok reading that kind of makes you feel as though your relationship is a lie, maybe you should just close the reading and just pretend don't listen to it. So this is basically what I think is the most scary part about these readings is that it gives you this sense of false hope, but then it can also derail actual relationships that you're in. You know, like for instance, if I had a best friend and it told me that the closest person to you is lying to you or is deceiving you, why would I think that my best friend isn't deceiving me? If I truly believe that person that I was watching and that I was listening to, why would I not believe it? You know, it's just really interesting. I'm not going to say all of them, but a good amount of these readers on TikTok have ulterior motives. You know, like I said in the intro, they could have rent to pay. They could only be doing these videos because it's promoted so heavily on the algorithm. If you see some of the most popular ones, it'll have 1 million, 2 million likes, so many views, so many comments, you know, and it's like kind of in the same breath of astrology. It's like if you believe it, then it makes sense. But if you don't, it's like, okay, that's any trait of any random person.
Hey guys, it's Cassidy. And if you see me on your For You page, it's time to discover your future. Oh, wow. Oh, snap. Wow, you guys. So this one clearly shows that the sun will be rising around dawn. Oh, forgot to cover my eyes. Well, would you look at that? It looks like you're going to be getting some good news very soon.
I'm also not going to sit here and say that tarot readings aren't real. If you genuinely believe that what you're getting is what you need in that moment and you think that that is what's going to help you on your journey, who am I to tell you to not do that? I'm not going to hate on you for believing whatever you want to believe, unless it doesn't like harm people, because obviously I don't want you to harm others. I think that this concept of blindly believing these TikTok tarot readers, or it's even worse with the people who are doing intuitive readings where they don't even have cards, they're just saying like, oh, I feel like this message is for somebody. And again, it might be. There are many people who are, let's say, Christians who do have messages that comes to them and they do give them to people, but it's typically to one person. Or pastors, whenever they're preaching, they have a message for a reason. They give that message for a reason. It might be for one person in the crowd, but hey, it's for one person. So it's relative. Obviously, each person has their own belief system and whatnot. That's just like an example of that being moved to like a different place.
What the fuck?
I think in general, we shouldn't just base our entire lives off of what we see on TikTok in general. I mean, TikTok is great. You have a little, you know, posts that teach you things like how to clean your dishwasher or clean your washing machine, which I learned the other day. It could teach you very fun and amazing things. You know, you could learn so much. I learned about a lot of stuff that like I could go to in Jacksonville that I didn't even know. And I lived here pretty much my whole life. So it can be a great tool, but also you shouldn't use TikTok to base your life on, because that is how it gets toxic. That is how you end up ruining your life, buying that, you know, Molzavite, doing whatever, and then suddenly your life derails so drastically. It's because you're listening to things you probably shouldn't be listening to, or it's like you're listening to something and you truly believe it, and then because of it you act it out and you break up with your boyfriend, you know, you get back together with your ex even though they're horrible and toxic because they're your twin flame. There's just so much stupidness. So either way, in general, I think that we should, if you believe in tarot, obviously, then this video doesn't apply to you. But if you do genuinely want a tarot reading, go to a specific tarot reader who has been accredited, you know, has taken the classes and has good reviews, and purchase a reading from that person if you want guidance. You are not going to find guidance scrolling on your For You page. You're just not, you know. At least that's how I see it. I could be wrong. You know, you could be one of the people that just have a generic life and that applies to you, you know, and that's great. Love that for you. But, you know, personally, I just feel like that we just shouldn't base as much energy on tarot stuff. And for me, like I said, I block creators. Like I block them so that I don't see them on my For You page, because the not interested button doesn't work. I don't know why. But in general, again, everything is relative. If you want to believe whatever, that's literally fine. This is just me complaining because I can, because I always do. That's what this channel is, just me complaining about everything that happens online. You want to say anything to the camera, Bronx? Oh, okay. Do you want to say anything? laughing. Okay, he's just gonna hit the microphone. Okay, either way, I really hope you guys liked this video, and if you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up because it does help little channels like mine. Make sure to also subscribe to me if you would like to. That would be really grand. I really want to get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so if you want to help me with that, that would be, you know, so lovely and great. Please make sure to stay happy, stay healthy, and stay safe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye guys. Also bye from Bronx as well. You want to say okay, say bye, say bye.